By the way, if you're watching this, it's September the 4th, which is my husband's birthday, Mr. Budget's birthday. So wish your boy a happy birthday. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. In today's video, we are going to be recapping the month of August and just talking about how August went for us. And I feel like today's gonna be more of a relaxed video, so I'm hoping to not be all over the place because that's not a vibe for me. I don't think that, you know, producing content in this type of capacity, particularly video content, should be, you know, like super all over the place all the time. So hopefully it's still gonna be pretty cohesive. I don't have any script as I am doing these videos, so I'm not really sure what all we're gonna be covering today. But I also wanna sprinkle in a little bit of business stuff in here as well, just to kind of share with you guys some of the business goals and stuff that I have that ultimately aid in us hitting our financial goals, if that makes any sense. So I have my budget planner here with me today. This is the Budget Book Day Fancy, and so I'm going to be using it and referencing it because for the month of July and August, I was actually in a budget planner, back in a budget planner, and so I'm able to reference this as we talk through this. So let's talk about August. So I'm looking at my bill pay dashboard here. All of the bills were paid, so yay for that, to include the personal expenses, our personal family expenses, and also our business expenses. But just flipping to my page where I have some business stuff, I do have one goal that I want to share with you guys, and I have one goal that I have each month, and that's to have at least 2 sponsorships, to secure at least 2 sponsorships. So I secured a really big sponsorship, which is going to be my largest one to date, and then another sponsorship in August, and you will see those videos in September. So that's typically how it works. Even though you sign a contract and you close a deal, when it comes to like brand sponsorships and whatnot, typically you're not going to produce the content that quickly. Typically you have to record and film your content, you have to send it to the brand, they have to review it, send it back if there needs to be any edits, and then you post, and so that normally can take like a month. So again, secure 2 contracts in August. That you will see those videos in September in this month. And I guess the most exciting thing is that because that's the largest brand deal that I've ever had to date, that will really help to, you know, catapult our financial goals. However, I don't really know when I'm going to see that money. It's looking like if they take all the time that they have given, that they put in the contract, I might not see that money until like October, end of October, I think. Maybe even the beginning of November, but I'm hoping that they pay out much more quickly than that. So we'll talk about that, and obviously you'll probably see us having a really high income month whenever that takes place, but that's not taking place right now because I haven't even posted the content yet. But that is something that was really exciting that happened for business in the month of August. Outside of that, the only other goal that I had was to purchase a new mic, and I was thinking I needed a new microphone to do like voiceovers and stuff like that, but I think there was like something maybe the matter with my other microphone that I have. I do hear good things about this other microphone, but I'm hesitant to purchase it even though it would be a business expense, because I don't really know that I do voiceovers and all of that enough to warrant this microphone. But it would be helpful when I'm doing podcasts or any other speaking engagement, just to get audio quality from that microphone as opposed to the, you know, like earbuds or headphones or my actual computer. So I might purchase it. The microphone's like $100. That's asking a lot. So I may purchase it, but otherwise I did not purchase it. But I only had 2 business goals for the month of August. For August, and you know, just kind of how things went down, I was able to call Progressive regarding my husband's speeding ticket, because some lady that I talked to previously told me to call Progressive, which is our car insurance provider, call them in August and see if they could have my husband's speeding ticket like manually removed, which would then impact our premium that we already had paid in full, which might warrant us getting a refund. And that was the case. So the ticket had been manually taken off. That meant that we got a $55 refund in the form of a check. So that was exciting. But what wasn't so exciting is that I got my first speeding ticket in 6 years in the month of August, and the thing says I was going 54 in a 45, but I think I was really going like 64. I was in a daze that day. It was not a good day for me. So I'm gonna just keep it honest with y'all. I was driving, but I wasn't really present and in the moment, and that's a rare occasion for me. It's rare for me to have such bad days as that one, but it was pretty bad. And so as a result of that, I literally was so annoyed because I was like, what are the odds? I'm having a terrible day and then it's 9:30 in the morning, mind you, and then I get a speeding ticket. Like, how that took place. I recently just paid that speeding ticket. It was a part of like our September goals or what have you, or to-dos. That was $76.50 just for reference. So we got a $55 refund. I spent $76.50 on a ticket. We got one ticket removed. Now we're gonna have one, speeding violation removed. Now we're gonna have another one added. So I'm just like, what is my life? What is going on here? So that happened in August. My mother-in-law had a birthday. We were going to purchase her a gift, like give her a gift card, or like, normally we give her like either cash or a mall gift card, or just a gift card to somewhere where she likes to go. I don't really, like, if people don't tell me what they want, but it still kind of feels like we have to get them something, you know, then I just give them cash or a gift card. Like, I just can't. I like to ask people, just because sometimes I just feel like, some people don't like that, but I just feel like sometimes there are things that we really want and we wouldn't mind having, but maybe we can't afford them, or maybe they're not a priority for us. So I really like asking people if they have any ideas of like something they might want. So at least I can at least get them one item that they want that's tangible, and then maybe get them, you know, something else that might be intangible, like a gift card. I don't know, but I try to work with people because I just know, that's just my thought process, is that sure, it might be tacky to ask people what they want for gifts. It might be worth really looking and, you know, looking within and trying to see and figure out what that person might want, depending on, you know, just what their likes are. But sometimes I'm just like, can you just tell me and I can just buy it for you? But so we never bought her the gift card, which was one of our to-dos. And then we were supposed to take her out to eat. Now, August was kind of tricky because we were helping my friend. Well, I mainly was helping her to pack up. My husband started a new job. My nieces went back home. It was a lot going on. So we actually never took her out to eat. So we probably need to do that. But in September, we celebrate both of our birthdays. So at this point, I mean, I'm not saying we can't celebrate her birthday too, but she normally does a whole lot as it relates to celebrating us for our birthdays. So I don't know, I don't know what happened there. Another thing that happened in August is that we got our couch. So we have this couch and this love seat. They actually delivered the love seat in July, and then this couch was the final piece, and we ordered that, and now, or we had ordered that at the same time as the love seat, but it came first, but then the sofa came. So that means that we have a good bit of seating. We, for a long time, didn't have any seating in here because we sold our sectional back in like February, and this stuff was on back order for a long time, like 6 months. So we didn't have anywhere to sit in here, so we never hung out here. So it's exciting to have our stuff here. We also ordered more furniture. That's also on back order. But it's not anything that we really care about a whole lot. It's just like, we want it, and when it gets here, it gets here. They are presuming it's not going to take as long as 6 months, but if stuff starts shutting back down again, we will have to wait. But at this point, it's just whatever. So that's also something exciting that took place, is we ordered more. The money gets deducted from our card technically, but we don't actually have to, like, it doesn't clear, if that makes any sense, until the furniture gets delivered and we can sign off on it. So that's something that happened in the month of August as well. Also, something exciting that took place is that my husband actually did get 2 paychecks. We weren't sure because, you know, he was starting his new teacher job, and it was looking like he was only going to get paid once a month, which isn't super unique for those working in the teaching profession. But he actually got paid twice, so he gets paid twice per month. So that was exciting. It's super exciting. Another thing that was exciting is that, so we did a lot of giving in August, and one thing that was really exciting is that one of my friends has recently found out that she's pregnant, and so I got to take her to lunch and we got to talk baby stuff. I love everything about babies and kids, and of course she was like,
didn't you and Marky say the job we're going to start this year?
And I'm like, girl, yes. Like, we really did say we were going to be shooting for baby budgets in 2021, but we've yet to do that, so stay tuned. But that was really exciting to be able to hang out with her, go out to eat Mexican, because my husband doesn't really like Mexican, so it's fun when I get to go with people to go to eat Mexican. So that was really exciting and something that took place in the month of August. But on the flip side, my friend that had moved down here, my best friend, she has moved back, and so I'm sad about that, but it is gonna be great for our budget, because when she was here and my nieces were here, we were for the streets, in the streets, just going out to eat, consuming alcohol, hence the reason why I've only lost a few more pounds since the last time that we talked. So that was really sad, but it will be good for our budget overall. Also, I wanted to purchase my dog's gifts, and I did that at the beginning of August. Lady's birthday, we've decided, is either gonna be August the 25th or August the 26th. We made it August 25th because the vet told us on February 25th that she was about 1.5 years. She's a rescue that came to us at the end of January. And so we were like, okay, boom, August 25th will be her birthday. But I learned on August 25th that the 26th of August is National Dog Day. So that might be her birthday moving forward, but we celebrated for like a week. So we actually still have the banner up here. So that was exciting. I was able to get her gifts in, and she got some treats and a little doggy cake, and I was happy to kind of be able to be proactive about that. So that was something that was exciting for me. We also canceled my husband's health insurance because, oddly enough, he's going to have the same health coverage through his job now that he had independently, but it's going to be a different price. It's going to be cheaper, of course, and it will come out of his paychecks as opposed to us paying for it. So that's exciting. And we went ahead and canceled his health insurance, the other health insurance, and let them know that his new insurance would start on September 1, which worked out perfectly because that's when we paid his health insurance on September the 1st. So we canceled that, so that was exciting. We did not resume dog training for our dog. August was so crazy that I felt like it was best if we just kind of were at home with our nieces who were here visiting and whatnot, and not going to dog training weekly. So I do plan to resume that in September. Probably, that's kind of like a goal of mine, but we did not do that in August. We did technically resume our investing. We told our financial advisor people to go ahead and resume the investing, but the thing was we had to save up the money in August, like have the money set aside, but it didn't actually draft until September the 1st. So technically we did it, but the draft didn't happen until September the 1st. And we had stopped that because, again, it is additional investing, and we wanted to make sure that with my husband's new job and him being unemployed for like a couple weeks, and then him having to, you know, start his new job, and we didn't exactly know when the payday was, we wanted to not do any additional investing, but we have resumed that. So technically we did hit our goal of investing an additional $2,000. Again, the draft technically just happened on September the 1st. We also had a goal of paying Ashley furniture, which is something that we did. I went back and forth about if we were just going to pay off the furniture or if we were going to just make monthly payments on it, because it is interest free for 6 months. And I think yes, interest free for 6 months. So what I did was I divided what we owe, which is like 1,000 some, and I divided that by 6, and so that's how we're going to pay off the furniture. It's just slowly paying it off, because honestly, as opposed to rushing to pay off the furniture, I thought that prioritizing investing might be a better use of our time, because the furniture is going to be paid off either way, and we're not going to lose money by, you know, dragging out the time that we're paying it off, as long as we pay it off within 6 months. But we would lose money if we didn't invest the money. So kind of makes more sense to do that. The last thing to note is that we really didn't know what was what when it came to our income, and we budgeted $8,550, but we actually ended up bringing in $7,039, which then impacted the amount of money that we paid back to ourselves. So that was pretty much non-existent. It actually was existent. It was, let me see, I can just go in my app and look, $558.92. So a pretty far cry from the $1,500 or so that we were planning to pay back ourselves. And we're paying back ourselves because we had to borrow money from ourselves or use some of our own money to when my husband was unemployed or was between jobs, if you will. So that is something that took place. So I would say the month of August was okay. I might give us like a C or B minus. It certainly wasn't great by any means, but there also was a lot going on, and that's just something that we're gonna have to deal with. What I think I might do is start saving up for the summer, provided my nieces are coming. I think summer is here, even though we don't have kids currently. Summers are just gonna be a force to be reckoned with, and we probably should start saving up for the summers, not just for children's purposes, but also my husband is a teacher, so he won't be working in the summer, and I don't really know what that's gonna look like. he was thinking about getting another job, but then he was thinking maybe not, which kind of makes the most sense because he's still going to get the same paycheck throughout the summers. So, I mean, if whatever, I don't know what he's gonna do. I mean, that's up to him, obviously, but I was thinking that August, so I'm not really sure what August will look like. It might be that, you know, if he is picking up some type of part-time job, then August might be great for us, or the summers rather might be really good for us, but otherwise they might just be normal. Or if my nieces are gonna be coming down or whomever, then they might be higher than normal. Maybe like March, February or something, having a real concrete plan about what that will look like. So if my nieces are coming, then we'll need to maybe save up some money so that things are kind of, you know, like for the food and activities and all of that, that isn't so out of sorts and out of whack. That's pretty much how August went for us. I wanted to do a pretty relaxed video. Let me know if you like these types of videos. If you're wondering, I have in soft locks for my birthday. I have red hair. I know, we're gonna talk about it at some point. But yes, I have like an ombre type of situation. Everybody's telling me red is the color for me, which is music to my ears because my mother, who is no longer here with us, always had her hair burgundy. Her favorite color was red, so it made sense, but her hair was always burgundy, her whole head. Like, she loved covering up her grays and dyeing her hair red. Also, my niece left this bracelet. I found it while cleaning. We found it while cleaning, and this belonged to my mom, and so I've been wearing it. So I love that for me, but I probably need to get this back to her because she probably doesn't know that she left it. Otherwise, she would have brought it up. So I'm like selfishly wearing this. But to be clear, she lives 7 hours away, so it would be a little time before she gets this. I'm not really sure about putting it in the mail. So I wouldn't want it to get lost. That would be terrible. I'm certainly not driving it there. So I don't really know what the plan is for this. But that was August. We will be back here in a month to recap September, which I'm excited about, but a little nervous about because it is our birthday month. And, you know, things are going well as of right now, which is the 3rd. And you guys should see this tomorrow. So things are going really well as of right now, but, you know, we're just getting started. By the way, if you're watching this, it's September the 4th, which is my husband's birthday, Mr. Budget's birthday. So wish your boy a happy birthday. Also, it's Beyonce's birthday, and I feel like that's worth notating and worth knowing. And I'm feeling like it might be, for whatever reason, I remember September birthdays, and I'm feeling like Jen plans and my husband have the same birthday. I don't know why that's registering for me, but that could be a thing. And you might know her because she talks about budgeting and finances and such a lot too, mainly on Instagram. That is going to be it for this video. Leave it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you have something that you want to say, leave a comment. If you want to share a win or a struggle for you for the month of August, then feel free to do that. Otherwise, I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.